Hello, everybody. So, you guys know I've been following the case of Senator Natasha versus Akpabio and Nigerian government, apparently Tinubu's government, against this case that has involved Senator Natasha. Obviously, all of these things happened when she stood up based on the fact that her seat was changed without her being notified, and also she went ahead to, to allege that Senator Akpabio actually harassed her, and from there she was suspended, and she's still suspended. A lot of water has gone underneath the bridge, okay? And guys, I really want it to make sense. I really want to wish that this case is actually going to be heard in a proper court, because yes, they were meant to be in court on the 3rd of June, and due to the strike going on in Nigeria, they had to postpone, they had to adjourn that case. And you all know that a judge has already barred Senator Natasha from talking about this case, so which means that Senator Natasha Akpabio himself and Senator Redcap, they have been barred, like the people involved in this case have been barred from speaking about this case, okay? And even since then, Senator Natasha has not been dropping, or she has not dropped anything on her social media handle. She's not practically dropped anything on, other than she going to Adiola Fayewu's page, YouTube channel, to talk about our own side of the story, how things were. So guys, that video is on my channel somewhere, and I'll put it in the cast for you to watch. So I really want to believe that there will be a justice will be served in this case. Either they find Senator Natasha guilty or they find Senator Akpabio guilty. I want to believe that the course of the law will take effect. So now I am starting to doubt that, because since this Francis Duru came out, by the way, Francis Duru has been named as one of the witnesses in this case against Senator Natasha and Akpabio and Nigerian government. Okay, so Francis Duru, Yahaya Bello, and I believe Akpabio himself. These three people are the witnesses, key witnesses in this case involving Senator Natasha from head to toe, from A to Z, right? So how is it fair that the case is already in court and Francis Duru in Beke is still going on about dropping a pistol upon a pistol upon a pistol about this case on a social media page, especially on Facebook? I'm going to put a scroll of it there. Like, every time I try to sit down and read any of our posts, I just get headache. My eyes, they turn me anytime, because there's just a lot. Then, and now that was why I was like, how is it fair that you're going to be a witness in a case? Yes, the case is already in court. Why are you still talking about it? Why are you still dropping a pistol upon a pistol? Why are you still alleging, dropping so many things when you're meant to be the witness in a case that's already in court? You would imagine that now that the case is already in court, that she will stop talking. But no, it's like she's just continuing and continuing. And that's why I said that I really wish that this case would actually be seen through the eyes of the law, and not because Akpabio is a Senate president, and not because Senator Natasha is a senator, but let the arm of the law actually do due diligence. With that being said, two of the witnesses, of the whistleblowers that came out onto Adiola's page, one of them have been arrested, and that is Ogbo. Now, prop his picture here. He has been arrested, even though he came out openly to say he is willing to cooperate with the police to get, obviously to interview him about his involvement with Sanda Duru. But no, what did Nigerian police do? They went to go bundle this guy up at 3 a.m. in the morning. 3 a.m. in the morning, over what? Over someone that has clearly come out here to say that he is willing, work with you guys, to cooperate with you guys to carry out investigation. So with that being said, what actually brought me here is the fact that I saw a post. So the post is from Kenny Okolugbo, and I want to believe that he is according to his page, his X page, he is a consultant, communications and strategic office of President of the Senate, Knight of St. Christopher Public Political Affairs Analyst tweets, my personal opinion. So I believe he works with Senator Akpabio. So this morning, I was just scrolling on the street of YT, not on the YT, on the street of Instagram, when there was a post apparently shared by Adiola Fayewun on our Instagram page, and then I now went on to this man's page exactly on Twitter, where this is what he said. I'm going to read it out and I'm going to pop it on the screen. So he said it here: "To her is woman, but forgiveness is divine. I wish to use this period as an avenue to sincerely apologize to my boss for forgiveness, to inform Nigerians that I have been an integral part of the plans orchestrated by Senator Godswill Akpabio and his cohorts. to frame up Senator Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan. This deceptive plot can be traced to our numerous meetings in London with Sandra Duru, manipulation of Senator Natasha's voice recordings to discredit her, as well as the hacking and cloning of Senator Natasha's phones. All these were carefully circulated and desperate attempts to ridicule Senator Natasha and tarnish her image. Having reviewed the ugly development and for posterity's sake, it's incumbent on me to unveil to Nigerians how far and deep certain people with political power can go. We know that you don't need to tell us. I pray that the distinguished Senator Natasha will have a place in her heart to forgive me. May Allah have mercy on me. I wish you a happy Salah celebrations. So that was from this man who apparently is the what did he call himself again? Is the consultant communications and strategy office of President of Senate, which means he works with Senate President Senator Akpabio. And when I saw that post on Instagram, I was like, I won't be surprised if this guy comes out to say his Twitter page has been hacked. Lo and behold, that was what he came out to say an hour later. So what did he say? So he said this, I'm going to pop it here. My Twitter account has been hacked. Please disclaim anything that was sent. Liborious Oshoma just called my attention to it. How desperate can these people be? I am making a video right now. So that's him saying that tweet that was on his page, that was not him tweeting, that his page has been hacked. And then obviously I'm going to screenshot some comments on the page where I found, obviously on social media, people were like, this, that. Like I said, for me, when I first saw that post, I was like, both sides of this party, Senator Natasha is trying her best to get herself out of this case. Akpabio, in a way, allegedly doing things, obviously not by himself, but using people allegedly to do his things for him. And like I said, I was not surprised again, because I actually wrote a comment that I won't be surprised if this guy come back and say his account was being hacked, and that was what he did. So, as usual, Mbeke also came up and said something, and I'm going to put what she put. She said, I'm going to put it here, either as a screenshot or as a scroll, so you guys can scroll through. And though this same person, this Kenny Okolugbo, now dropped an official disclaimer saying, I categorically disassociate myself from the statements made in those tweets concerning Senator Godswill Akpabio. Yeah, the smell. I have since taken steps to regain control of my accounts. The matter has been reported to the appropriate cybercrime authorities for investigation. So people were like, how soon were you able to recover your hacked account? That can you send us proof of how you were told to reset your password? People are asking, like Rufai Oseni Rufai said, Dear Kenny, kindly show to those enemies how you quickly recover your accounts after the hack, and you could show them the evidence of the hack. We must silence these haters for once and for all, my brother. Which absolutely made sense. Shebi na you talk say they hacked your account. Please guys, how quickly can you get your account back if it's been hacked? Guys, me I don't know, so I am asking genuinely. This is me speaking out loud. Let me know in the comment section. So Kenny Okolugbo said his account, after putting all of those stuff on his page allegedly, he came out to tell us that his account has been hacked, and people are now asking him, okay, your account has been hacked, and Nigerians, how quickly do you get your account back if your account was hacked? And if that was the case, give us proof that your account was hacked, and also send us emails of how you were told to reset your password. I think in that terms of email to show how you reset your password, you can quickly go and do that and say you forgot password, and to get that email. Guys, I hope this is making sense. You know what, I know a lot of people, obviously they're like, oh, I need to learn to be not to be biased. Well guys, I'm not being biased. I'm just bringing the story the way it is. If I say something that it kind of like falls onto Akpabio's side, I will say it. And if I say something that falls mostly on Natasha Akpoti's side, I will say it, because at the end of the day, in this regard, I don't like the way the camp of Sandra Duru is going. If Senator Natasha has been asked not to talk about this case, why is one of the witnesses who knows the case is meant to be in court, why is she allowed to continue to write a epistle about this case? Why? She's been calling out Adeola Fayehun. Adeola Fayehun is not a politician in Nigeria. The only offense she has made or she has committed towards Sandra Drew is that she gave a platform, which is YouTube, to those whistleblowers and to Senator Natasha to come and say their own side of the story. Arise News also has been carry on this news, interviewed almost Senator Redcap, interviewed almost everybody in regards to this case. Why is this Sandra Drew not actually calling or dragging Arise TV the way she's been going on about Senator Natasha? Guys, leave your thoughts and opinion in the comment section. Like I said, only if Akpabio has stepped down temporarily for this allegation of sexual harassment to be investigated fairly, there will not be any need of this. Because with that being said, Senator Natasha has gone on to allege several other things. And yes, it is true that she who alleged, will prove. And Senator Natasha has said, my proof, my evidence is not for the public. It's not for you and it's not for me. So let's go to court. She is willing to go to court, but the other parts are hiding behind federal government. At the end of the day, no be federal government Senator Natasha talk say harass am. Now Akpabio, this woman talk say harass am. Why is Nigerian government, why is Senator Akpabio going with this case via the Nigerian government? He could have, solved this case, take it to court on his own. He's the one who asked that a judge should be changed because he felt that the judge will be biased. Only in Nigeria will person with the accused of. Guys, I don't want to talk too much, but guys, leave your thought and opinion in the comment section. Do you think Senator Natasha will actually get justice? Do you think this case is actually going the way it should? And is it fair that even though judge has said the people involved in this case should stop talking publicly or to news channels, is it fair that Sandra Duru, one of the people who has been named as a witness, is allowed to keep going on and on? And guys, with that being said, I was recently as a jury. I was on a case as a jury. So if witnesses are not allowed to speak to anybody, even jury, you are not allowed to speak to anybody, how is a witness of a case out here on social media dropping stuff? That's a question for you and I to answer. Anyway guys, this is the end of my video. If you watched this video till now and you've not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Don't forget to like, drop a comment in the comment section, subscribe if you've not yet done so, turn on your post notification, share this video. Do not hesitate to join my membership, and I'll catch up with you in another video. Alright, bye for now. Bye.
In my veins, I've been driving this train, years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame, cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearrange